TikTok sensation.
Oh, not sensation.
She's alright.
You comment on every single TikTok. Lol.
Do you owe it to your partner to stay as attractive as possible throughout the relationship?
I think that is quite shallow
What's quite shallow?
to say something like that,
Why do you think it's shallow?
because it's unrealistic.
For me, someone said something that I agree with, saying that you owe it to yourself to be as attractive.
You signed up for this with me looking a certain way, with me having a certain level of hygiene, with me having a certain level of moral integrity. So all of those things have to be upkept. Let's say I was to become morbidly obese. I would not expect my woman to stay with me. I've radically changed.
But why did you become morbidly obese? People,
Let's just
there's
say-
content
No,
to
that's
everything.
the context
say,
is definitely
say someone's
important.
grieving.
So if a guy ever came up to you and he was like, you know what, I'm not really liking like what I see right now.
I've had that.
Really?
Yeah. You can't be the source of my happiness.
No.
Facts.
I can't say that I'm gonna do this because you said I must do it, or
For
you're
sure.
gonna like me because of that.
This
I'll be
guy's
honest.
in war.
I'll be honest.
By the way, what am I knows? No swearing.
Can swear.
We've started already, by the way.
Oh.
We're in.
Yeah, we're in, but it's calm. We do it candid.
I wanted you to say something really stupid so I can cancel you.
And then how,
And get-
then
and get-
how do you feel that I didn't do that? How does it make you feel?
It feels fine that you're gonna say something soon.
Okay, no
Yeah.
worries. We'll see who will say something.
Anyway,
Progress.
That's
I'm not an enemy of progress. I'm a man that enjoys guests that can appreciate the hosts.
so obsessed.
Stop saying
Yes,
that.
you are.
If you say that one more time, I'll promise you I'll lock this whole pod off.
No, but do you know why I'm
Sam.
so glad that you've said that?
No,
yeah?
but you're a liar.
No, hold on.
You are the most self-obsessed person I've ever met in my life.
Lies.
I'm listening.
So many people in this guy's life, in your life,
That's not true.
say that you've got main character syndrome.
They
Bare people
they
say
believe
that.
that because wait, do people say that about you?
We're not talking about me.
No, but
We're not talking about me.
If you
Well,
want
yeah, we're
to get on my good side, yeah.
I don't
you're
need to
gonna
get on
be
your good
honest.
side.
I was
I
about
don't
to say
need to get on
something
your good
really. I
side.
was about to say something really outrageous. Then,
I don't need to get your good
all
side.
right, be honest. Then, just be honest.
What?
Do people say that you've got main character syndrome?
No. I'm about balance.
Balance.
Where does what balance?
So sometimes somebody else in the room can have all the attention, and I'm happy to give them that. But you have this like it's me.
So when we first met, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember first impressions count, right?
Yeah.
Who was the one that was me? Be honest.
No, she was being kind.
Oh, but if
We
it's me
turned
now,
up
I'm being
late to an
self-obsessed. Oh, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And she was
You're
being
not-
accommodating to us.
You're not an
Bless
honest
you.
man.
He is an honest man, and I remember I came to you and I was like, oh my gosh, like what a small world. Because I'm gonna say the story. I unfollowed you
Yeah.
on
Because you're a
Instagram.
hater.
No, not because I'm a hater, because you do too fucking much. You do too much, and it's my Instagram, so I can choose what I want to see.
Fact.
There are other reasons there, but we're not gonna get.
So that's the reason that you're going with. Okay, that's the reason
And
that
it's a
she's
valid
gone with.
reason.
It's a valid reason.
And because I'm a man of honor and class, I will let that be your reason. I'll let that be your reason.
Whatever. Moving on. Yes. go
Moving on, we've
Yeah.
got Mama Dinya in the place today. Very special guest. And you know what I love more than anything when it comes to these podcasts? Don't rub your forehead like you're in pain. Authentic guests.
Oh.
And this is an authentic guest. It's not like we had to reach out and say, don't be, look at this energy already.
Yeah. No.
Just be calm and be
Go
kind
on.
and be humble.
I promise you, I would have given you a great intro, but you don't deserve it. You carry on.
Whatever.
You carry
Whatever. I
on.
don't think it was gonna be that great.
Yeah, okay, you
It's
carry
alright,
on.
Moving on swiftly. Yes.
TikTok sensation.
Oh, not
She's
sensational.
alright.
You comment on every single TikTok. Lol. Lol with big cats. I'm thinking, so you love it. Oh, gosh.
He loves it all.
Nah, to be
Right.
fair, nah.
Even
Okay,
the
let me-
first time we met you, oh, you're that TikToker. Da-da-da-da. That's what you was on.
That's a lie.
You said,
Sam,
oh
you
yeah, I've
told
even
me-
seen,
no,
I've
you
even
told
seen
me-
your
you
TikTok.
told me, you told
Sam.
me, you told me your account, and I said that I've seen your videos. You're funny. That's what I said, and you said, oh, I don't like what you watching my videos in front of me. Yeah, that's what happened. You lot, hey, what's going on right now needs to stop. If there's not gonna be honesty in this room, then there can't be honor, man.
Okay, cool.
We need honesty and honor so we can progress in this conversation as
Say no
civilized human beings.
G love off my TikTok.
Your TikTok is a great account. I've always suggested people. I repost some of your things as well. Like you're funny innit? Like there's
funny
been
still.
some that ain't like, you know what I mean. But that
Like-
happens. Like you hit and miss innit? Like you hit and miss. Like you can
Like-
miss some.
Anyway.
No, I'm joking. No, she's her TikToks. It's good. And you're doing a new series
Yes.
that I've actually really appreciated.
Thank
Even though obviously I'm not a woman, but.
Yeah.
because of your career that you have outside of content creating, which is, I said midwifery earlier.
Midwifery.
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 I just had to make sure that you get correct.
Yeah, I just had to double check because with the midwife. And that's your career outside of it. And obviously you've created content around it before.
Yeah.
But now you're doing a series on how to help people that may struggle because black women are, say the stat, 5 times more likely to die during childbirth. So I think it's really good that you're doing that.
Thank
And the video that you put out today, well, I saw it today anyway. When you would say that people they're bleeding and that, and they're trying to message you like you're like a helpline.
Do you know what? No, but it's mad. And do you know what is? I love this stuff because I feel like I can be myself. At work, I have to be mad professional. But on my page, I'm gonna cuss you. Some girl messaged me. She was like, "Oh, what do I do if I'm bleeding?" Well, you don't fucking DM me. That's number one. You don't DM me. You DM me after like, "Oh, Liz, I was bleeding and I went to hospital." This is that.
Yeah.
But that's the issue that comes with content creating. People get like kind of like can be a bit obsessed and they feel like they want you to be the midwife.
You're the answer.
Yeah, I'm the answer to everything. I don't know that much stuff.
But have you ever thought that because of that content, there could be, and I don't know how it works with midwife share, but is there a way that you could be like your own midwife? Where so you can actually like say, okay, cool, those people that are messaging you, if you want advice and all of that stuff, I can do that for you. So why are you not?
No, I'm not on it.
Why?
I feel like most people that would need my help can't afford it.
Okay. I hear what
So
you're saying.
I'm not really.
Oh, so you're not really a person for the people. You're just doing it for money.
That's exactly the opposite of what she just said.
Bless you. And it's only a self-obsessed person. that won't.
How did you not listen to what she said?
He's not a listener. He just you know there's passive listeners that they just want to respond to.
Yeah, that was always coming. But yeah, go on, carry on.
But you know what? I feel like right now, let me just help who I want to help, and then I can get money in other ways. You know.
I hear it.
So for now, not really. But I've had like bare people reach out. Like, will you be my personal midwife? Like, how much do you charge? They call it a doula. Like those kind of independent people that will be there for you during childbirth. And I actually have 3 people that I'm their midwife and I see them at home and I'm going to be there when they deliver.
Really?
But I'm not going to charge them. These are people close to me. And
That's
I don't
amazing.
want access. I don't want to be everyone's midwife. Like, you can have good experiences with other midwives.
Have you ever thought of like, I don't know why we're just going into this.
Yeah.
It's interesting,
but
bro.
it is interesting.
Do you
have
remember when you was born? I don't.
December 26th.
I'm talking about the actually again.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, but see, this is what I mean. You asked me a question. Do I remember when I was born? I just told him like the day I was born. Like,
Cool,
bro,
bro.
like
Yeah, move on,
like-
man. You was gonna say.
this. I don't know what this is. What's going on here? And how you're now thinking that this is like a 2-on-1
It's
handicap
not a 2-on-1
match
thing.
because you're enjoying it way too much and you're lying on my name.
I've
So
never
stop
lied.
lying.
I've never lied.
Yeah?
No, I'm not trying to
Of
come
course,
for you. I'm not
so,
trying to
but
come for
you've already picked a side. You picked a side from when you came in
because you
through the
didn't
door.
get me cream, and that's why.
Because your hands are not dry.
They're dry to me.
But-
And why did you say that? Because now I hope you guys.
They can see your hands and you're fine, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
But just touching on your TikTok journey in general, yeah. So I saw a video that you put out recently where you went through your journey on how it all started.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had that conversation when we was talking at Box Park and that you wouldn't really let us talk because you was talking about your journey and that. But you told us about how it started and how the video was just came out of nowhere and the love came out of nowhere as well. Yeah. When you first started getting that love, did you think that you would be in the position that you are now, or was it always like a part of your plan to get into content creation?
My plan wasn't to get into content. I've been like on Snapchat with my friends and stuff, like telling stories. But the plan wasn't for it to get big. Well, I don't know if you class it as big, but get where it is now. But like, I
No,
can
say it as it
appreciate
is. It's big. Say it as it is, bro.
It's alright. I'm joking, man. Alright, come on, man. You know,
You know what it is?
thing.
Let's squash.
Yeah, let's squash then. If we're squashing, then stop all this and stop that. Don't be on his side.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're gonna try and flip the script now? Is this what
Nah,
you're doing?
because
Alright.
I don't come for you. But yeah, carry on.
No, but like, I appreciate it now, but it's not like, I don't know. It doesn't ginger me. I don't know. Like, when I see people, even when people smile, there's that kind of smile that I know they've recognized me, but I'm just like, oh, hey. But it doesn't make me go home and think, yeah, maybe when I start making money.
I understand what you're saying.
Do you know? Maybe when, I don't even know if that would ginger me. But I don't know. Maybe I'm humble. Some people, I'm not self. Oh no, sorry, I forgot which question. Sorry. sorry.
Ooh.
She was about to.
You was
No,
actually
but
coming for me
That was
again.
coming. But I've settled down. But I don't know. It doesn't really judge me. But I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate the love, and I appreciate. You know, when people DM you, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it. But when people DM me, like how much you mean to them, sometimes it puts some pressure on you. Like, oh, my next video has to bang, or my next video has.
Why don't you like it though?
Because I remember there was one, because it adds pressure. It adds so much pressure that my kind of content is, if I want to rant about stuff, random stuff. So if there's nothing to rant about, I'm not going to rant. But when someone is like waiting for content, I'm thinking, what am I going to rant about? I'm actually happy this week. Nothing's pissed me off. This kind of stuff.
But don't you think that there's just always something to rant about? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like with the content that you do, like, and the way you do it, like, people don't even necessarily need to believe the story or the story even or the story even being like the maddest thing. It's just the way that you like narrate it. Do you know what I mean?
Delivery and the entertainment factor.
Yeah. But that's interesting, man. That's
I feel
interesting.
like when I go home, I want to rant about obsession.
You should, man.
I'm not talking about you there.
Yeah, just in general.
Just in general about people that are
Proper self-obsessed, yeah.
Because I meet a lot of them a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to make them feel like everything is fine.
Yeah. Because that's the best way to deal with them sometimes,
just
isn't it?
Like put them in their corner. Like,
Now,
100%,
this is honestly a
Wait,
wild narrative, though.
What's wrong?
No, but this is a wild narrative, and it's actually.
Wait, you think we're talking about you?
No, but if I
self-obsession.
no, but so
Do
if
you know
I
what I mean?
Someone said your name that one time.
So if I tell you now that I'm upset now,
Why
but
would you
about
be
these
upset?
claims of being a self-obsessed, would
You're not
that change
self-obsessed.
anything?
You're not self-obsessed.
No, but you said that off air, so it makes me think that you think I am. Just
No.
because a man likes taking pictures and likes posting, being happy online, that's not self-obsessed. Because when you was on holiday in Dubai, that we need to talk about as well, actually, because you was in Dubai,
Yeah.
and only self-obsessed people find themselves at another party and they're just there in the party recording themselves as well.
No, I recorded myself because I anticipated it was going to be content.
I hear it.
I
Enjoyment
anticipated that, you know what, this shit's going to hit the fan. It's going to get awkward and I'll record it. That's not self-obsession. That's trying to create content for my people. I'm thinking about other people. I'm not thinking about myself. Do you know how some people will be really embarrassed to post that? I wasn't embarrassed.
But how did you end up there though? Like, what is that?
It's do you know what it is?
Talk them through it. Just to explain.
The plan was to go to the mall. And we saw bit Africans. We saw bit Africans, and my brother said he knows like the son of the woman, and that's how we ended up on the boat. And they were like, "Come, welcome, this." I went in there, and everyone was wearing white.
And
I'm
you
wearing
went
green,
up-
by the way.
Yeah.
I said, let me go back home because this is embarrassing. They're like, no, sit down. So I sat in the corner, and they said, come and eat. I was like, no. But I was hungry. I was hungry, yeah. And bear in mind, there's rice. I went for pounded yam.
That is nuts, bro.
Yeah.
At a party you weren't invited to, you got pounded jam. I need to know if people think that is mad. Going to a party you're not invited to and getting pounded yam
Yeah, because there was bear.
on the boat.
Yeah.
That's a wavy.
So
sounds like a wavy party.
It was really, the DJ was doing the most, but apart from that, it was really good. So I took pounded jam, okra, stew, beef, everything, sat down in the corner. So when they started doing their praise and worship, I was like, oh, this is nice. Let me record it. I didn't know the language, but I was just vibing kind of thing. Then she was like, we're going to start from this corner. Please let us know how you know the celebrate. In my head, I said,
there's no way they're going to ask you.
They asked me first. I was the first person. Because I sat in the corner. They were like, let's start from this corner.
Oh, that's a stitch up.
That is hilarious.
And the only reason why I knew the celebrant's name is because she said, how do you know Auntie Flora? That's the only reason I knew her name. So I said, so I don't know Auntie Flora. I was just like, but you know, every African auntie wants to be called beautiful.
Yeah.
So I was like, but you're very beautiful, man.
That is so
The silence was so
funny.
loud. The silence for me, this is me. I'm just gonna go back to the foundation. Yeah, I was really, but life is about, I don't know,
Experiences, man.
Do you know what I mean? Who could say they went on a boat like uninvited just because they can't throw me off?
Yeah.
You can't throw me off.
And they invited you there, innit?
It's memories as well.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Memories.
She didn't personally invite me, but I was okay.
That is hilarious,
And
man.
the food was gorgeous. Shout out to that caterer.
Where do you get your humor from? Like, what do you think shaped your content?
My dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad's. I can't wait to make content with my dad.
Okay.
But you know what? He doesn't do well with camera.
Okay.
I wish I could just put secret. My dad,
But those are the best. Like, you know, people who don't want to get on camera.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are the people that need to be on camera.
Yeah, he does that with his mum sometimes.
Yeah, my
and
mum's
it is the
funny
funniest. It is genuinely the funniest
Yeah, my
content.
mum's funny.
I need to
still.
sneak some cameras in there, but the problem is he slips in and out of Yoruba, like, and I'll have to be putting subtitles. And sometimes
Not necessarily.
Yoruba is sweet in Yoruba. Once I translate it to English,
It won't be the
doesn't
same.
hit.
But they don't need to understand what you're saying. Sometimes it's just the expression.
Yeah, like my dad
That's
with my
true.
dog.
Oh yeah.
God. they're just terrible together.
So you have a dog in your house that you bought yourself?
No, my brother bought it
Okay.
and it ended up in my house and it hasn't left.
And your
since.
your parents were fine with that?
Well, yeah.
That's amazing.
Why?
I hear it.
And your
A lot of
what
Oh,
background?
Nigerian, yeah.
You're Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I knew that. I was just wanted people to know that.
Yeah.
But that's
that
I
thing?
can't believe that.
Yeah.
I hear it.
My dad
Caribbeans-
loves my dog. Like, I say mine now because
That's
my brother-
amazing.
My dad literally, like, all day, morning, he'll go take him for his walks.
Swear down.
Feed him.
Bromance
And my dad's like,
settings.
I'm researching this thing. He cannot eat this. Nobody's feeding him this. And like when he trains him, when he doesn't listen, he's like, you want to be stubborn in my house. And he, like, I want to record both of them because they are characters.
You need to still.
I will post it one day. I have like clips as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you need to. That is hilarious.
My
I'll
dog
big
understands
up your
Yoruba.
dad, man, for allowing you guys to have a dog, man, because
wanted
a
one.
lot of parents. Did he have one when he was younger?
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
I was born in Nigeria. We had dogs in Nigeria.
Was you actually?
Yeah.
When did you come here?
I came here.
I can hear you. 2 years.
Fuck off. When I was in year 3. I don't know how old you are in year 3.
Like 7,
7.
8? Yeah, 7, 8.
Came when I was
Okay.
7. So we had dogs back home.
Did you know English?
Okay, here's what we're not gonna do. Here's what we're not gonna do. Hold on. Here's what we're not gonna do.
Wait,
she
let me like-
her
let
knee
me-
in
let
like
me-
an auntie. This is not.
Yeah.
We're not.
That is.
Yo.
That Nigerians, we speak fantastic. Where you from?
I'm Nigerian as well.
You're a disgrace.
No, but I'm
You're a
asking.
disgrace.
I know people that have come from Nigeria.
And what did they speak? Yoruba.
Yeah, they didn't speak English.
A word.
A word of English.
Swear down. That's
Like
interesting.
they knew generic
Do you
like
understand Yoruba?
phrases. Yeah. I
You
don't
don't
speak
give me
it.
that
though.
vibe.
I don't give that vibe. I've been given different things. Someone said I was Jamaican. Not happening.
wouldn't
No
give you
one would.
Jamaican.
Nah.
Yeah,
You
it's
give
poor.
me like a no. I don't even want to tell you what you give me, but like, you Nigerian, I don't want to offend anyone. But I speak very good. I speak very good English. I actually
That's
didn't
good.
speak Yoruba very well because I went to a
Okay.
private school that made us speak English a lot. So it
So
was
you
only when
was-
I got here that my mom started speaking to me Yoruba,
Okay.
and my Yoruba got better,
That's good.
and now I can speak and
Fluent.
fluent enough.
Have you ever thought of hosting events?
Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah.
I was waiting for something.
Because it's been coming up recently, like so often, and I'm just like, I would host, but I don't know. I get nervous, you know. As
think-
confident as I am, I get mad nervous.
I think you would do really well, mainly because, not just because of the content you do, but obviously you're into acting as well. That some people might not know, and I think that combination with like the different stories, accents that you have,
Yeah.
I think it'll work really well.
Do you have an event that I could host for you?
Potentially when we do our live show.
Wow, I'm there. But I want to be a guest.
No, you
You can
host.
do both still.
No, she's hosting. I'm not having to try and say I'm still on that stage.
No, but they're gonna watch it. Yeah, 2 people are gonna have watched it already.
Yeah,
I would love to host. And someone actually hollered at me the other day about doing stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And I said to her, that is not me. I can't. So what do? I stand up. Do I just stand up and just bust jokes? I can't do. The pressure is too much.
Nah,
No, the
that's a lot of
pressure
pressure.
is
I said to her that.
That's
Listen,
serious pressure.
I said to her that. Have you ever seen me stand on the stage like doing?
Yeah.
And in my head, the worst thing for me is people not laughing because I'll actually go to each person. I'll be like, "You're taking the fucking piss. You're taking the fucking piss."
Yeah.
And I just can't. I said to her that, you know what? Like, I appreciate you even considering me, but Hell no,
Listen,
man.
stand
You
up.
should give it a try though.
No. Do you know why? It's 'cause people like you would never let me hear the end of it. if
Yeah,
it
no,
goes
100%.
wrong.
100%. I'll even
At least he's
be at
being
the show
honest.
and I'll make sure that weren't funny.
You know what? It'll build character. Though,
No,
because,
exactly. And one of the biggest things I've seen from people that are in that space is that they say like, you will always have that show. You know it as an actress.
Yeah, I get
when
them.
you're doing comedy.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't laugh, like, but in those situations you learn a lot about yourself, how you react to certain things. Like it might be good for you, man. It might be good. I'll be interested.
It's tough, bro.
I think you should do a piece of content where you go to your first stand-up and you record that and say you've never done it. Let's try to do this and see what it's saying.
No, thank you, but
Fair enough.
thank you, though, but no, thank you.
Real quick, you DM me the other day, right?
Whoa.
You see, silly,
He's-
childish behavior. You're a 29-year-old man. You
I'm
should
not
be better than
29.
this.
Stop
How
doing
old are
that.
you? How old are you?
I'm
29.
not 29.
How old are you? Seriously.
I'm not 29. I'm a year older than you.
Okay.
He's
That's
like-
it.
He's
I literally am.
2 years older.
I'm a year older than her.
When's your birthday?
December.
December.
26th, you said it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how old are you gonna be?
A year older than I am now. What do you mean?
Anyway.
Real quick, I DM'd you the other day.
Yeah, and it was on a topic that I wanted to touch on. Yeah.
Why is? Yeah.
Now, I saw on Shea Bar, there was a tweet they put out. Yeah. And the tweet read, let me actually read it verbatim so that I get it correctly. Because I
That's
don't want
actually why I
to.
even wanted to come here.
So the tweet read, yeah. Do you owe it to your partner to stay as attractive as possible throughout the relationship? Now you lot are already laughing. Yeah.
Sam, go first.
What is your opinion on this?
I think that is quite shallow
What's
Okay.
quite shallow?
to say something like that
Why do you think it's shallow?
because it's unrealistic,
Okay. Fair.
especially if you're saying consistently throughout your relationship. You want me or my girl to be at the top level
Read
throughout
that
that whole
Read that
time.
thing again.
I'll read it out because you got listen to the
Yeah.
yeah. Do you owe it to your partner to stay as attractive as possible throughout the relationship?
As attractive.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want from man?
So cool. You're in a relationship,
Yeah.
right? Do you think you owe it to your partner to stay in shape, for example? Do you owe it to her to stay as attractive as you were when you first met each other?
I feel like if that's where you saw me, yeah, and you knew that was something that I wanted to maintain, and let's say I fall off, you should believe that I will get back to that place because
That's not what I'm saying. Do you owe it to her?
do I owe it to her?
Yeah.
It's not really an owing thing. It's not really an owing thing. Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's shallow because it's not. I feel like it. If you look at someone, yeah, that you're in a relationship with for a long time, yeah, and let's say they've had a period where their image isn't the first thing on their mind because as you adult you go through a lot of things, yeah. If they have a period where they're unable to do certain things that they were able to do every day with like makeup, hair, gym, if they're having that period, what I can do in that period is almost lighten the burden. If I've really got an issue with that, like, oh, go get your nails done or go do your hair, this is that. But if I'm not in a position where I can do that and I'm looking at it like fam, this ain't who I got with first when we were first together, that's poor. Is that not poor?
You know what? For me, I hear what you're saying. For me, someone said something that I agree with, saying that you owe it to yourself to be as attractive as you want to be because you can't rely on relationships. For example, you break up, what now? You're gonna... And there was actually a person that responded to somebody responded to the post and said, oh yeah, she knows she does it too. She always slacks in her relationship and that's why it breaks. Yeah, and it was the confidence to even message him.
That's a bit mad though.
It's very, I was so disgusted. What did I message you? I said,
I didn't want to read it.
No, read it out. Read it out.
Sam, read it. You have my consent.
You say again.
We have my consent.
What kind of idiot is this?
No, I hear what you're saying. Like, that's what I mean, though. If you have standard that you have set yourself, and let's say your man has seen that you're dropping off from that standard, and you're saying, oh, like, you're not going gym as much and stuff like that. Like, what's going on? Having that conversation is calm because that's the standard you set yourself. But if you're saying the actual wording, because the wording is quite specific, it's like, do you owe it to that person? You don't owe it. You don't owe it to them. It's just, let's pattern up. Like, be patterned, innit? Like, if that's what you want.
But I think it also, for me anyway, comes down to, I feel like I should hold myself to a certain standard.
Do you know what I mean?
Because of how you met me. You signed up for this with me looking a certain way, with me having a certain level of hygiene, with me having a certain level of moral integrity. So all of those things have to be upkept. Like, the upkeep of my well-being is also part of the relationship.
But life don't work that way directly. Like, I don't just exactly go that way.
But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't, like, extreme example, right? But not outside the realms of possibility, right? Let's say I was to become obese,
Possible.
Let's say I was to become morbidly obese. I would not expect my woman to stay with me. I have radically changed. I've radically changed.
But why did you become morbidly obese? People,
Let's
there's context to
that's
everything.
the context is definitely
say someone's
important.
grieving.
No, for sure. Context
Do you
is
get what I
definitely
mean?
important,
Yeah.
for sure. But the type of person that I am, I'm not the sort of person that's going to rest on my laurels and just think, well, you know, life's shit, so I'm just going to eat bears and just completely kill 20 years of my life. There's a massive discrepancy between people who are a certain weight and people who are not, and heart attacks and what have you. So if I'm actively putting myself in a predicament where my well-being's shot to bits, I can't expect her to stay with me, in my opinion.
But I hear what you're saying, yeah. But again, like you said, like, there's some factors that are out of your control. Like, bro, when I was in hospital a few years ago, bro, I lost bare weight, bro. To a point where I was looking at myself and thinking like, "What on? Like, what's actually going on?"
After you came out, bro, this guy is actually different. Like, there was a period of time when, like, for a few months, I wouldn't even banter him.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Like man can't even say you're a Margo, bro.
Yeah, no, you
couldn't.
couldn't.
Because
it was
affecting, man.
It was a mad place. But imagine now my girl saying, "This isn't who I signed up for."
Yeah. No, mad. Yeah. That
is a howlers.
But that's context.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. With majority of these things, like, that's what, like, even for example, pregnancy or
for sure,
or like, fam, you're just stressed. You're just stressed. Like, I don't even have to be anything extreme. Like, you're just going through a period of life where you're just stressed. Like you're going through something. Like, that girl, however, that tweeted that message you saying, like, it just happened.
But she's happy with that.
Yeah, she's.
That's why she's an
I feel
idiot.
like she's constant.
That's mad.
Like, in her mind, she's saying, yeah, like, I'm comfortable now. Let me just.
No, but I do notice in relationships, like, people get really comfortable,
and it's the killer. Comfortability is a killer.
It's a killer. Do you know why? Because I've seen people get into relationships, and even some guys, like, no shade, I'm like, who's pregnant? Who's the girl could be pregnant, and she's had the baby, and I'm like, who had the baby?
Oh my days. Man's got the pouch.
They get so comfortable, and I'm just thinking, that's why you have to owe it to yourself.
Yeah. It's important.
Like, I want to look at myself in the mirror and be like, damn. If I'm in a relationship or I'm not in a relationship. If I rely on it, if I put it on, okay, this is the guy I'm doing it for.
So are you telling me that there's no comfortability that comes with a relationship?
There is.
Like, just knowing that, you know what, I'm with someone that.
Yes,
like,
now when a guy's rubbing your belly, you be thinking, oh, it's not that bad then.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? You do, but you have to be disciplined. Life is about discipline. Like, you know what? F this. If I love this guy so much, I want to be around for time.
Yeah.
So I need to put myself in the best shape. Or I need to, for example, the reason why I even started the gym one time, I ran for the bus and I was so out of breath for a long part of that journey.
Them ones where you're on the bus and
you're sweating, and Donnie next to you is like, yeah, are you good?
And you know what? We got to that 4th stop. I was like, Elizabeth, you're still breathing heavy. Mark my words, that day on that bus, I signed up for the gym.
Yeah, I hear it though.
That wasn't because I was in a relationship or because that was just for you. Yourself to be able to jog.
Yeah. So if a guy ever came up to you and he was like, you know what, I'm not really liking like what I see right now.
I've had that.
Really?
Yeah.
okay, I'm glad that you say that because now I can hear it straight from the horse's mouth. No pun intended. Yeah, that's mad. That's mad.
Go on.
Horse?
You know that.
Yeah.
Go
Don't
on.
mind. Go on.
What was your response and how did it make you feel? Like straight initial emotion.
For me, like I remember like my confidence dropped because I really like the person.
Yeah.
I think if you like them, it hits you a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn, okay, because I hadn't gained weight. You know, maybe it was them ones where I find like some guys when they want to step out of something, they'll find a reason to say something. Because I wasn't slim then. I've been a chunky babe since God knows when. So when he said that, I was just like, okay, and he said it so calm, like you know.
What was the wording? What was the? How did it?
So I remember, this is how he even said it. So one time, I was wearing gym clothes, and I actually didn't go gym. I just love the way it makes my body look.
Seeing.
So he saw me and he was like, oh my God, I'm so happy. He said, I'm so happy you're wearing gym clothes. Like, I was even going to tell you that, Liz, I promise that's what he said to me. He was like, Liz, what's called, I'm happy, you need to be going to the gym. He said like, this and that. And you know what is, that's why I always tell people that you can never settle because this guy that was complaining about the weight, somebody else is rubbing the belly saying this is the best thing that they've ever. So for me, the wedding was, I'm a blunt babe. And I don't know, there's not much you would say to me that will shock me, that I'll be like, oh my God. But I'm just saying it just for like clarity, like, because I'm sure people have experienced that, but they're too embarrassed to say it and stuff like that. But it was painful, but I just firmed it. I didn't actually start going gym.
So you didn't?
No, I didn't actually go gym.
That's
I actually started going gym after that. It was nothing related, because you can't be the source of my happiness.
No. Facts.
I can't say that I'm going to do this because you said I must do it or you're going to like me because of that. Because do you know what is when I lose the weight, you're going to say, oh, Liz, your nose is this. Or this is
Yeah. Facts.
And so now I'll now go for surgery or where am I going to see £10,000?
You don't know it's coming to UK. They do it on finance.
You see? But nah, it's happened before and
That's poor, man. I don't like women.
Man, them are weird for saying shit like that.
But to be honest, it's women as well.
Oh, of course.
No, but it is. You guys be saying like things about trim, body, but body, and also like, for example, if your girl's saying, "Oh, you're not spending enough on me,"
that one.
You know what? I don't know where we're finding these people. This generation has lost it. You know. You know why? Because if your source, if what's shacking you is a trim, there's bigger issues. I don't know if it's because I'm a nurse and I see life and death. Yeah. But to me, I'm just like, what's a trim? And I feel like people like that haven't been in love, where, you know, like, what's a trim? Yeah. You can appreciate when they have a trim, but you don't even acknowledge when they don't sometimes because you're just obsessed with other things. And there's other things you guys are talking about, getting housing. There's big things, but people that are dating, all that kind of stuff.
I think life is a movie. Yeah, they think they're just living in like Love and Hip Hop London and that. Yeah,
they watch too much movies.
Yeah, too much social media as well.
Too much social media.
Way too much social media.
And I find podcasts, that's why I even struggle with podcasts sometimes. When somebody has this thing in front of them,
they say just a lot of words.
But that's what I said, that everyone thinks they got the answers. And obviously, we're doing a podcast, yeah. I'm not saying that I've got the answers or that we have the answers or whatever you say. But I would like to think that we are quite reasonable people. So when we're talking about situations or whatever, we will try and see both sides. We'll make an argument for whatever we believe, unless it's an extreme where it's just obvious that you're a nutter. But some of the things that I see from people saying, I'm just like, bro, you're not giving us a really good name. Like,
it's that, but I think also because clout is such a commodity for this generation, it makes saying things that get a reaction way more appealing. Yeah. So that like when people are on podcasts, they'll be like, what can I say that's gonna cause the most shock and awe? Do you get what I'm saying? Cause that way I know I'm getting clicks, I'm getting people talking about me. And nowadays, that's what people care about the most, which is weird. And it's
sad because how can you care about that more than integrity?
Facts.
It's so disgusting to me.
Backwards still.
But it's the younger gen, isn't it? It's the younger gen.
No, listen, I've seen 30-year-olds
and older.
Our age and
okay,
older
not the younger gen. It's this generation of social media. Like the power that it has is beyond anything we've ever seen. You can literally go viral and change your life and your family's life and everyone around you if you just have no pride.
6 months.
And you just do whatever. Bro, if you want to do a madness, you could genuinely
just do
a madness. Bro, it's crazy still. But that's why it's good to even just be connected with people that are just in the same line of work in a sense, but also have the same like morals and like mindsets around content. Because if I was around people that were doing things because of just likes and what people can see and stuff, I don't even know if I'd be able to cope, bro.
That's why I like you, because you're consistent. You don't get that many likes, but you still push. I was on your TikTok. I was like, if this doesn't screw consistency.
I don't even post consistently. Oh my days. We were having a moment just then. We were having a serious moment.
No, but I'm so glad you said it. Because that's what I would usually say.
Yeah.
More time, I'm the one in the moments where it's like we're having a serious moment and man would just say something dumb.
Mama
Dinya, I'm glad you're here.
I got a few million like
what? A few million what?
Views.
Okay.
On what?
On videos on my
Across
TikTok.
how many years?
I've been on it for a year.
Same to me.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. Don't worry. Now that you said this today, actually I can't lie. TikTok's long, man. But you support though, and
I always if I see lots of stuff, I love
Yeah.
supporting my people. Like, it doesn't make sense not to.
You even engage in my debates on the page.
Socials.
You get
That's
me?
good. I saw something actually. I wanted to ask you. Yeah, it's quite a sad. Not sad. She's a sad situation. So there was a woman that was on a.
Why are you laughing? Like,
Yeah.
man said it's a sad situation.
Was I laughing? Sorry.
No, like
I didn't
okay,
even. Sorry. She was on a hen. And one of her bridesmaids dashed her into a pool.
Yeah.
Which paralyzed her.
That's mad.
She still ended up getting married. Was still able to have kids. The question I had for you lot, if a friend done that to you that had that outcome or similar outcome, would you still be able to be friends with that person?
That the threw me in a one that happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be hard for me to be friends with them still.
No, I will never be friends with them.
But obviously, I know that their intention was not to paralyze me. Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's why you just don't play. Don't play.
Cool, but
That's why I stopped fighting.
Yeah.
Like, physically.
Yeah.
You can't see me fighting.
You used to fight
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Okay. I stopped fighting because I remember there was a story of one boy that got punched and died.
Yeah.
And that thing shocked me. So now now I'm a bloody adult. I would never fight unless it was like self-defense and stuff like that. But I don't play those games.
Yeah.
Those games of like, I remember one time someone pushed me, like they wanted to push me in front of the train, like joking. I was like, fuck.
That's not funny, bro.
It's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny still.
So you throw me in the pool. How is that funny? I'm sure the girl was wearing makeup. She had a dress on. How is that funny? So for me, if you're doing that already, even if I wasn't paralyzed, even if I didn't even hurt my pinky, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you. I don't play them games. So
I'm still hung up on the fact that you was a fighter.
Yeah, I used to
How
fight.
many fights you had?
Enough. I used to, you know what? One time, my cousin in school, she was on her last warning, and some girl was trying to fight her, and I wasn't on my last warning, innit? so I was like, cool.
So you ride out.
Bit the bullet
What?
still, what?
I was gone. And you know what is? I was a strategic fighter. I used to be like, because there was a place where the cameras don't show. So I don't ever fight in anger. Like when I'm pissed, I won't fight you. I have to calm down as to where can I hurt you the most? Where am I gonna see blood?
Wow.
Where are you gonna be bruised for a while?
Wow.
That was back then. I've given my life to Christ. Hallelujah.
Don't say you like that.
But yeah, back then I just used to love fighting. Yeah.
That is
Everyone
hilarious.
got it.
I hear it, man. You go
And
through
I'm
them
those people
stages.
that I remember there was one girl, she was a hijabi as well, like, and I was thinking I don't want her to show her hair like anywhere, because I knew I was gonna grab it, take her to the back so that no one can. I'm still conscious of the religion.
Wow.
And we're gonna get it. I don't
Wow.
discriminate. We're all gonna get it.
Wow.
We're all gonna get it.
Energy. I hear it.
You're so silly.
Now I understand why. Anyway, yeah, man. Energy. Do you know what I find interesting though? When it comes to fighting,
You don't give me fighting vibes.
He's
Nah,
not
not
a
anymore.
fighter.
But you look like you're calm.
He's
I
a
really
sweet
like
boy.
your
I'm very
energy,
calm.
Sab.
Sweet
Like
boy, man.
honestly,
very calm.
you
Still.
give me good vibes,
He's a
Sab.
sweet boy.
Nah, do you know what's funny? Like he's sitting there saying "sweet boy." He's never been in a fight. And he's
I
like,
have
okay,
been
Who are you
excluded a few
fighting?
times too.
you've been
Little
what?
kids.
Excluded a few
Who are you
times.
fighting?
I said I got
People.
excluded a few times.
Who are you fighting?
People across the years.
How old were they?
I had my last fight. I had my last physical altercation in university. Unfortunately, that wasn't down to me. My actual last fight was like year 11. No, first year sixth form. And that was it. You know what I mean? I don't pride myself on being a fighter, but
I don't pride
you know,
myself on
but
being a
like
fighter.
he's someone that prides himself on being like
No,
that type of
you don't need that
energy.
vibe stuff.
No, and it's interesting that you say that, because if it wasn't for that, he would have said about the amount of fights and people, the war that he's seen,
So I
the
would've
guns,
said that.
violence, all of that stuff.
Gun violence.
But you're a good guy, man. You're a good guy.
Do you know what it is? You think this guy has got some obsession with North London, yeah? He
You're
thinks
from
that.
North London.
Yeah. Don't see. No, not another one.
Now, no, you're from there as well. The energy you've been giving,
The
Northie.
Southeastern.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're Northie.
He's not
Give me
even
North.
from London, so don't worry about him. He's
Where
from
you from?
Kent.
Southeast, right?
He's from
You know
Kent.
where I'm from.
No, I don't.
You do.
He's from
Okay.
from
That's
Kent.
how you don't,
He's from Kent.
listen to conversation. I told you the last conversation we had.
Sorry.
Not good enough.
I'm listening, Sam. Don't let us well, you're the one. You're talking right now.
It's
don't
cool, man. I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't claim London, because that's just, he loves to claim like he's from South London, but he's never even been to South London.
Oh.
So
I grew up in Kennington. That's where it
no,
started.
you didn't grow up in Kennington.
That's where it
You
started.
two are just like little kids.
No,
I
but
swear.
that is
Man said
where it
Kennington.
started.
You wouldn't even know Kennington if it slapped you in the face, bro.
Kennington is where it started.
Okay.
I moved.
That needs to be clipped out and just put on a page, like a drill page or something.
I moved to Thamesmead, and I
Yeah.
stayed in and around them sides.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Mr.
It
Sid Cup.
happens.
That's fine, bro.
Not there no more. Not anymore.
I'm listening, sir.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I was
I
saying.
don't
now.
even remember.
It's kind of
it wasn't a
relevant.
point. It wasn't a point.
I've got another question for the two of you.
Go on, then.
I got asked a question the other day. I might do this as a debate as well, my grand. Why not? 3 options.
Yeah.
Which one is the bigger commitment?
Yeah, that's the one. Go on.
Marriage,
Mhm.
having a kid with somebody,
Mhm.
or buying a house with somebody? Out of those 3, which is the biggest commitment?
Marriage.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
Marriage-
why?
Marriage is the biggest commitment because it's the one thing out of all of those things that has the biggest, like, it can change you the most. For me, with marriage, this is somebody that can shape your opinions, can shape how you see things, and anything that can make such a big change to you as an individual outside of anything else, outside of a child, outside of a house. That's the biggest commitment. Because when I marry somebody, I'm basically saying there's a level of not control, but change that I'm willing, like, I'm saying that it's going to happen to me because I'm with this person, 24s. Buying a house is not that big of a commitment with somebody. For me, imagine I get so rich. One house is nothing. If I have a child, don't get me wrong, a child is a big commitment. But with marriage, you're committing to maybe having several children. So for me, when you say marriage, house, and a kid,
That's
marriage,
interesting.
man.
I think
Do
it's
you know how many baby mamas that people have? It doesn't even mean anything to some people.
yeah, and that's the only reason why
That's why.
I agree with what you're saying. I think it's tighter with the kid and
the
the
marriage.
marriage. I think the yard, that's
Neither here nor
easily
there.
third, yeah. But I think having a kid with someone, you said it's commitment, right?
Which is the bigger commitment?
Regardless whether you like that person or not, if you don't like that person, it's going to be a harder commitment. Yeah. If you like that person, it might be a bit easier because you're going to understand like the dynamic. So even you saying the baby mom situation, that even will be a hard commitment because you don't get along with this person, but they're the dad, they're the mum. You need to see both. But with marriage, like, is it really hard is it harder if you both understand what you're walking into? Like, you both know, okay, when I come into this space, we're going to have to compromise. I'm going to have to do certain things that you like and that I might not like as much, and vice versa, yeah. But with a kid, I feel like it's just so different because you're talking about you're not married with the kid, you're just having a child.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
one is,
so I think
yeah.
I think that I could edge with the kid, man. I
Mine's
think I could
marriage.
still.
It's tough. You know what? I think I hear what both of you are saying, yeah. The reason I'm going to say that having a kid is a bigger commitment is based on my character. Really, your answer depends on your character. And the reason I say that is because there's certain man out here who it's not that much of a commitment to have a youth because he's got 4 or 5 already from 4 or 5 different women. Huh?
So I'll be motherfucking damn.
So for my man, a kid is not that much of a commitment
Yeah.
because he's already got 3, 4. marriage for Donnie is probably much bigger commitment. Now you got to stay with one woman. Now you got to be under one roof. Now you got so bigger commitment. But for me, as somebody who, let's say, God forbid, but let's say the mother of my child was not to be my partner and we end up breaking up, I now have to, whether I like it or not, have her in my life for the rest of my life.
Facts.
Because if I was married to her and I didn't have a kid and I didn't want to ever see her again, that's completely possible. I never have to see you again because we're divorced. But if we've got a kid now, we have to co-parent.
That's your mentality.
But that's why I say it's based on my character. Your answer will always be based on your most.
No, I don't want to go into what. That's your mentality, Sav. Some guys out there, none of anything you just said doesn't mean anything to them.
I hear it.
The kid one is even though painful to see.
And it's even gal as well. I've deeped. There's certain women out here who will comfortably feel like me having a kid is not that deep. Like the father of my kid actually doesn't matter that much.
They need to come to my pregnancy class.
I hear it.
See what pregnancy is before they say, oh yeah, a kid is.
But that's why I think it's interesting that you say marriage because you're a midwife.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I thought you're gonna say kid 100%.
No.
Marriage, interesting. But I think
It's
that
marriage.
speaks volumes to
It's not kids.
your perception of marriage, though.
Yeah.
I
And
see
you've
marriage.
also
I
involved
see it
kids.
so sacred,
Yeah.
and I'm very careful not to let social media like break
Cloud what
my
marriages to you.
marriage. To me is something that I'm excited about.
Mm.
It's something that I'm trying to still see the beauty in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not part of the men are trash gang.
I hear
You
it.
know, I'm
Love that.
so I'm not gonna let anyone cloud my judgment, and you're not gonna take that happiness away from me because of what society has done to some people. So I'm excited for marriage, and I'm excited for the commitment that comes to it. That's why I see it as such a big thing, and I just wouldn't just marry anyone.
Facts. I think that one of the reasons why people also said that a kid is more so of a commitment than marriage is because in their mind, I can just get divorced. It's not that deep. But for a lot of people, divorce, it's
not a big deal anymore, divorce.
That's sad.
But you know what I realized though,
sad.
because people are like, back in the day, they lasted a bit longer. But back in the day, they were getting fucked. Women were getting fucked up. Men were cheating like anything. Women were probably sleeping with the houseboys, all that kind of stuff. So there has to be content to these things as to why, because for me, as much as I say I love marriage, there are certain things that I will never, ever stand for.
100%. She'll be bracking them up in the hallways like
Finding the blind spot, man.
Mama Dinya.
Mama Dinya, Elizabeth.
Hey, is
Don't-
that
Lizzie.
Don't give my government
Elizabeth, Lizzie, Mama Dinya in the cut. Great guest. I've
Amazing.
enjoyed you being here.
Have
I'll be
you?
honest.
I
You need to come back when your attitude's a bit better. No, I'm
Be
joking.
careful she's not taking a move and just...
Yeah, real talk.
No, I'm not aggressive.
The
I'm
blind
such a
spot.
calm babe.
Honestly, you've been a great guest. Where can everyone find you on socials?
Oh, Mama Dinya. Well, no, Mama Dinya on Instagram, Mama
Yeah.
Dinya on TikTok.
Come on.
I don't have Twitter.
Good.
Good, smart choice.
I don't have Twitter. It's too...
Toxic.
Smart
I
choice
don't want to
still.
get involved in... Yeah. Outside of my content.
And I think you could get involved in some unnecessary debates on
Yeah,
on
and
Twitter
I don't want
as well.
that.
I
I'd
don't
rather
think
not. I
don't
heard that
think-
there's rooms
everything.
now and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
There's too much
And you
peace
would
in the
talk a
world
lot
on
because
Twitter.
you like doing that.
I
But
love
again, On The Rocks podcast been a great episode. Like we said, me and Sav in the building with Mama Dinya. Make sure you check her out on socials as well
Have
because
to.
she is funny on occasions.
And thank you so much for coming. Dad, don't listen to this. Thank
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
honestly.
Nah, you're blessed.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.